Hey YouTube, gonna see what the old man's doing today in the garage.
Hey dude!
Hey Dad.
Come help?
Yeah.
Hey, come here, check it out.
Why does it look so crooked?
What looks crooked?
All the stuff you did down here, the floor, and the entire thing. Look outside.
You got your running shoes on? You better run.
Did you use the level?
I used the level. I used the tape measure.
Doesn't look like you did.
Knock it off. You want to finish it up?
Sure. Oh, hopefully I can make it look better than this.
There's some more pieces in there for you to weld. Okay, last day on the truck floor. Got on the 46 cab today. Last couple episodes, go check them out. We did the back corners because the floor was pretty shot. A lot of your thin gauge metal was okay, but the mounts were trash. So we rebuilt the whole damn thing. Rear, bolted into the bracket. Those are done. I did my front two corners. Same thing, they were just trashed. I got rid of the whole wood block setup. Made new body mounts, so they're recessed. I can put my flooring right over top of them and still, well, here's one right here. Could still get my bolt in. There's a 1/4 inch on the bottom. Recess my bolt socket. And then I rebuilt the front. The whole toe kick, that's bolted in too. I am going to attach them to my pillars later. I have these hinges right now. They are holding everything together on my rotisserie. And the plan is, either way, these need to be replaced, but I might get a set of hidden hinges for that. So when I do that, this whole thing's gonna get reworked. So that's, and then I'll probably also bolt it in there too. But today you can see I already got started. I put my rockers back on and I'm fabbing up more pieces of my 1x2 to hit my rockers. And then right now I'm working on 2 more. So I'm gonna bring the 2 out and then they are going to 45. It's just gonna look nice. Everything looks like it belongs together. And then hopefully with those 2 bars, I will have 2 locations to securely mount my seats. That's what we're gonna work on today. So I'm out here fabbing up parts for the floor. I just want to get this out here. What you're about to see is consensual. Ooh, baby! Oh yeah! I gotta do another one. My favorite. So I've been making all of my bends because I don't have a bender. There aren't many people that do, especially just your weekend warrior guys. So I made a lot of my bends and my corners out of 1/8 inch plate because I can't find floor parts for this truck and there's not much for parts for them. I can get a couple cab corners and some tins. There was 2 pans and the kick pan and the one on the floor where your feet go. I could buy those, but I can't find any aftermarket company that makes this floor stuff, so I made it myself. A lot of it was 1x2 tubing where I could. And then like this little 45 here, I made my own out of a 90 and I do dowel it. There's a dowel in there where I can. And then this little piece, I put my 3/4 spacer in there just to kind of line everything up. so I don't need as many clamps. And then where I can, I leave my edges a little long. And when I put the longer piece in, I will cut this out, and then it kind of interlocks it, just to give me some more surface area to weld to. I don't really know if it helps at all, but it makes me feel good. There's another way to do it I've seen where people will take and they'll pie cut the shit out of one of this, and then they'll bend it around and weld it. You could do that too. A bender would be ideal, but who has one of those? And already this floor is about 1,000 times stronger than it was from the factory, so I'm not real worried about making stuff like this. It's a big improvement on what is there. My little guy is going to drive this someday, okay? So I am going a little overkill, because this is just a little tin can death trap. And if he ever gets hit, it's going to be bad. I'm just trying to, as I'm looking at it, putting this shit together, I'm trying to imagine if this truck were to get hit. And then these pieces match my frame, and a lot of that's just visual. It makes me happy, but makes me feel good. But if we were to get hit, you got your running board, that'll be a nice crumple. But if you do get sideswiped, this should help. And this, if you get hit in a corner, say a car smashes you in that corner, that's going to distribute a lot of that force through here. My seat's going to be bolted on that one and that one. And then I do plan on putting at least a hoop, hopefully a 4-point. That'll be another thing, another trick I need to learn. That piece is already done. I don't know. And then the back corner is pretty stout. And I beefed up the frame too. I boxed everything. I know, kind of looks like I'm building a killdozer here, but it's all just because I'm a little paranoid. But it's fun. I'm having a good time. Okay, I'm going to start with this driver's side rocker, because the longer these sit out here, the better chance they are of getting all beat to shit, dinged up, slag, ground on. So I only have them on right now so I can line up my new pieces. So I'm gonna get this guy tacked in, put these babies back in the box for a different day. Fucking idiot. Now on to the fun part. I'm gonna weld in my center supports. And then I cut some 8-inch. This is 1x. These are gonna keep these 2 bars parallel. And they're also gonna match my drive shaft tube from underneath. And that's also where the e-brake is mounted, so I'm gonna make those permanent. Okay, here it is. Everything's just kind of tacked in the corners in case I don't like it. And remember, these 2 1/2-inch black pipe, those are there just temporary to kind of hold everything together and keep it all on the same plane as I fab it all together. So when I put my sheet metal on, everything's on the same line, same plane, flatness. Alright, I'm gonna stare at it for a while, but nothing looks too off. And then I'm gonna weld all this in. I'm gonna do that other rocker too, but I gotta spin the whole cab around to do that. Okay, I'll bring you back when that's done. Okay, here's a little update on the driver's side. Before I spin this around and work on the other half, I'm gonna work on some of my corners. They're a little bit harder to get to. Well, hold on. I'm gonna do what I can on those corners. and throw some primer on it. So, spin it around, work on the other side. Okay, I'm back. Dressed my corners the best I could. Just kind of rounded them off. Didn't want a big old booger of weld hanging out there. You know, so all 10 of you could see it before I cover it up forever. Now it's only 40 degrees out here, so that's going to take a while to dry. I'm going to spin this around and work on the other rocker. Okay, home stretch. Gotta do the other side. Just gotta put one more rocker in. Done. I got my toe kick in there. That's what's left of it. It's not too bad a shape, but I wanted to kind of see where it went, what it looks like. Okay, I got the perfect little bit for you to finish up. Ready? Here's what I need. You got these two little 8-inch bars in there. You got to finish up welding up the top, okay?
Okay.
I had them in there once, but they were actually crooked. I welded these two pieces together first so I could keep them parallel, and then when I put it in there, this corner was kind of kicked up a little bit, and I had a hell of a time, so I had to remove them and start over. So yeah, it wasn't the flattest. So that's perfect, man. That's perfect spot for you. So let's get you geared up and ready to go. Finish this guy up today, and then maybe we can take this cage off and get it back on the floor. I already put the wheels on. See the wheels? Just so we could cart it around the floor a little bit better. Less room. Oh, I'm burning. All right, let's finish this up. You got your bibs. That shirt is flame retardant. That is my work shirt. I work in an iron foundry. So everyone, just settle down. And then gloves. You're not wearing your Crocs, so that's good. Alright. Geared up, ready to go. Can you see out there very well?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. I would go right in and see if you could sit on that bar. What do you think? You good?
Yeah.
I got your hat on too. That's some more safety gear that YouTube can witness. Alright, man, what I need, I already welded the bottom, so it's not going to go anywhere. You just got to burn me in a couple tacks on that top.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Ready when you are.
That looks pretty cool. Alright. This one?
Yeah, go ahead, hit all of them. Just try to break it. There you go. Probably just got. Nice.
Pretty good to me.
Nice tack weld, sir. Alright, can you see when you're welding, can you see that there's a crack still left there?
Yeah.
What if you just filled the whole thing in?
Okay.
Just get your torch a little bit closer. Just work that little puddle all the way back.
How's that look?
That looks good, man. Let's see if you can finish that one up. Try to hold your stick a little more straight up and down. You know what I mean? Like you're shooting a gun. There you go.
fetches.
Not bad, just off to the right a little bit. Here, let me clean it. There you go. I'll grind that off. Now, can you arrange yourself so you can get that one?
Yeah, I can probably just move to the other side like there.
Be careful, just don't sit on that. That'll burn your... Or you can, yeah, just scooch right over here on this guy, right on the rocker. I'll go around to the other side. Film you through the back window.
Alright.
Good.
Pretty good to me.
Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, hit that other one right by your knee and that's it.
Pretty good.
Cool, man.
Woo!
I pulled the tractor out of the garage so I have a little more room. And this is what we came up with. I ground off Ethan's welds in those center pieces and painted everything up. And the last thing I'm going to do is I already started, threw my casters on. I used the locations for the body mounts. That'll help me move this around a little bit. And I'm going to pull it off my little rotisserie turntable here, because it does add a little bit more size. And I have what you call a little space problem in here. So I'm going to do that and then throw the seats in. Just to kind of wrap this one up. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's off the rack. A little easier to move around. And if I do need to get on the bottom again, I could just put the jack stands back under it, just to get it up a little higher so I can work on it. Alright, now I'm gonna cut her free from my little halo. Oh fuck, now I can't get my blade out.
Dumbass.
Alright, now we're cage free. I'm gonna throw the seats in. Pulled those out of my Betty Ford Escape. That thing got so rusted. I put it up on jack stands one fall to get it ready for my winter beater season, and the subframe crushed under its own weight. So I had to scrap that old girl out. That was a sad day. I brought both my kids home from the hospital on that thing, but anyway, we saved the seats. Fucking tight. I don't know if those are gonna work. Pretty tight. Make sure I can shut the door. come in a little bit. I might throw a board on there because they're not all hitting in spots. Probably what I'll do next before I skin the floor, I'll make some provisions for these mounts. That one, that's in a good spot right there in the back. And this seat, this is the lighter seat. This one has all the manual adjustments. That driver's side has motors in it to go, and I'm not sure where it is. I'm guessing with my short ass, it's up a little bit, but this one I moved all the way back. That one lands pretty good. This seat's got to come over a little bit, so I might be able to just put a little corner gusset in here with a hole in it so I can nail that one. And then I'll have to do another tab there. That one's not bad. And they look a little better without the headrest on them too, because the headrest blocked the window. Yeah, let me throw a board in there so I don't fall through the floor, and I'll do it again. So I'm not sure, they might have to come up too. I don't know, this cab just got a lot smaller. It's tight, man. There we go. Not much of a room in there. Oh, that's not bad actually. And that's all the way back. Cool. That was a lot of work. But I like it. I am sitting directly center of the dash. Man, these are tight. This is a small cab. I never realized. I used to play in this a lot when I was a kid, like 10 years old. We had horses and our hay barn was where this thing lived. So I just kind of played in here. You know, back in the 80s when there wasn't internet. But yeah, it felt a lot bigger then. So now moving forward, what do? You know, I'll get these seats dialed in. I'll have to throw 12 volts to this one and make sure it's all the way back. And then I will mount these seats as far back as possible so that we can move them forward. But a couple of these rear corners work out great right here in my rails. Enough room right here for an e-brake and then the shifter. So yeah, the seats, that'll be easy. I'll work on the seats next, and then I think I might spring for a steering column so I can get patching this firewall up and I can put that kickboard back in. I got it. I'm not going to reuse this, but there's a screw there, right there. So that's kind of where that went. God, I got even smaller. Shit. There is no leg room in this. I am 5'10" on a good day. All right, I am not large at all. Okay, so that's what I think I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna order a steering column, figure out what length I need. They're relatively inexpensive on Speedway. GM have the blinkers and everything already in them. And then I'll work on the seat mounts, and then I need to build that up. It doesn't need to be as strong as that, but this is where I start running into clearance problems right here. From this mount forward, that's right where the bell housing and the transmission is. I have an inch of clearance, so I can't go any lower than that. But I do need a little bit of something there. Well, thanks for following along. This one's been fun. I've never done this. Kind of learned as I went. And see you guys on the next one. Thanks for following. See you, citizens.